buddy. I love you guys.
After a long break, the drivers are back in action here in the DASCAR Indycar Series Season Number 1. Round 5 brings us to the windy road course of Road America in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Welcome back to round number 5 of the DASCAR Indycar Series and the Grand Prix of Road America here on NBC. These drivers got a long break and a long vacation. Hopefully they enjoyed it. But now it's time to get back in action and make the final stretch run to the Indianapolis 500 next week. Road America provides a lot of twists and turns and a lot of unknowns from this windy road course. Let's take a look at our points following round number 4 at Montreal. Jesse Turner holds a slim 4-point lead over Jeff Salmon. Aiden Shepard moves up 1 position. Will Kirker moves down 1. Alex Hawkins stays in 5th. Ryan Acosta moves up 5 positions. So Riley Fisher moves up 1. Crystal Salcedo moves down 2. Henry Williams, so far your biggest winner, your biggest mover, gains 6 spots up to 19 points. Josiah Height moves down 1 position. And actually, your biggest mover is Riley Carter, moving up a heap of 11 positions to 13th in the points. That is a big jump for Riley Carter, but Jesse Turner will try to maintain a point lead over Jeff Salmon, going on into the biggest race of the season, the Indianapolis 500 next week. It's round 5, it's Road America, and it's the Grand Prix of Road America here on NBC. We're going to grid them up right after this. And welcome back to Road America coverage of the Grand Prix of Road America here, the Sargento Grand Prix of Road America here on NBC from the Road America road course in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Let's take a look at your qualifying order. Joshua Sekuli, Samantha Dominguez, Kelly Salvador, RJ Bishop, Eli Bright, Henrietta Fitzwater, Tony Green, Betty Johnson, Ryan Fisher, and Chris Dodd round out your top 10. Rounding out the running field is Bennett Lathare Irvin in 42nd. Let's take a look at our track telemetry. Normally I will throw it down to Emmanuel Hartnett, but he has he is on vacation. Don't know when he'll be back. But here is the layout for Road America. A 4-mile road course, pit road speed 55 miles an hour. And here is where the passing can be made. This long straightaway into turn 1 and 2. And on into turn 3, this is a hard right-hander. Leading on into turn 4, the long stretch into 4. Then turn 5 is a hard left-hander. And then turn 6, another hard left-hander. Turn 7 is a sweeping right-hander. I'm going to call this turn here the sweeper here in turn 7. Then you got the big brake zone here in turn 8. Leading on into the carousel. I highlighted this spot here as a passing corner in the carousel. And then right here is a high-speed portion of the track. I highlighted this as the kink. You can pass here too. And then another long straight off on into Canada Corner. Highlighted this area as well. That is a passing zone as well. Turn 13A. And then on into turn 14 and back onto the front straightaway. So that is how you get around here at Road America. Cars are rolling, and it's great to be back up here in the broadcast booth, calling the DASCAR Indycar Series. It's been a long vacation, but it's time to get back in action. Joshua Sekuli and Samantha Dominguez make up the top row. Here we go, into turn 14. And they'll climb the hill and get ready as we come down to the start of this race. Here we go. The Sargento Grand Prix of Road America is now green. Gotta be careful as they muscle off into turn number 1. Bottlenecking up back there 3 wide. So far so good through the first corner. Hard braking zone. So far we have no trouble. A lot of passes being made in the back though. A lot of 3 wide action. Let's see how they'll manage when they go to turn number 4. So far so good. A lot of cars being spun around. We got a spin. A minor spin. And they make it through. Did they? So far they did. I'm not seeing the caution. Now we do have a yellow. We have a yellow. Not sure what it's for. Not really sure what it's for, but we're checking with race control. Debris in the carousel. Debris in the carousel. No, debris in turn 4. Excuse me. Here they come into Canada corner. Joshua Sakuli. A great turn off Canada. So the caution is out. Not sure if the debris caution was for that minor incident that we saw in turn 4. But we will take a look as they come off turn 14, climb the hill and crest up to the flag stand. Joshua Sakuli sees the caution, and we will take a look at our first yellow of the day. Alright, this is the reason for the caution. DASCAR Race Control thought it was debris, but it was this. Take a look. 3 and 4 wide going into turn number 5. Doesn't work, and we caught the crash at the bottom right of your screen there live. But this is going on behind them. A huge stack up. Cars running into each other. Just like at our last race at Montreal. Just like at Montreal. A stack up here in turn number 5. Almost the identical spot to the crash we had at Montreal. You see Quentin Moore get jacked up there. There's the 2 spinning around. The 40's in the air. So DASCAR Race Control thought it was debris in turn 5, but it turns out to be a big stack-up incident here in turn number 5. The yellow was out for the first time, and Joshua Sakuli leads it. We'll regrid him and try again on the restart when we come back. And welcome back to the Sargento Grand Prix of Road America here on NBC. It's Joshua Sakuli, Kelly Salvador, Samantha Dominguez, RJ Bishop, Betty Johnson, Henrietta Fitzwater, Eli Bright, Tony Green, Chris Dodd, and Wade Brummer in 10th. So Sakuli here, not seeing him in the top 10 in the points, not even in the top 20 in points. So this will be a big win for him if he can get that win and move on into Indianapolis with a lot of momentum. After possibly taking the checkered flag here at Road America. And speaking of Indianapolis, let's take a look at your motorsports calendar here. Coming up is the Indy 500 telecast presented by Crown Royal. That is on NBCSN. Race number 7, we're going to the Bluegrass State, Kentucky, for the Quaker State Indy 300. That race can be seen on the DASCAR Sports Network. Michigan, the Budweiser Indy 300, also a DASCAR Sport Network race. Watkins Glen, the Cheez-It Grand Prix of the Glen. That race can be seen on NBCSN. Pocono for race number 10, the Sunoco Indy 300. That race is going to be a dual coverage race, NBC and DASCAR Sports Network. So if you're unable to watch it on NBC, you can watch it on our sister station, DASCAR Sports Network. Lights are out on the pace car. They are getting into Canada Corner. And I talked about this this corner. This corner can be made for passing as long as you do it correctly. I've seen races here in the past that not a lot of passing goes very well in Canada Corner, also in the kink. Coming into turn 14, the pace car will pull off this time by, and we will get the restart. Lap 3 of 12 here at Road America. We won't see another road course until Watkins Glen. That'll be our last road course of the season, and then it'll be all ovals leading on into the championship race at California. Here we go. Green flag. So Cooley, like a rocket, leads them off into turn 1. Now we gotta be careful again. I saw 3 wide. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Tony Green, somebody has to give in the 2. Nobody's giving it in. There's still 3 wide. Still 3. As they go to 3. Something has to give. There's still 3 wide in the 4. Oh my goodness. Are we going to go 3 wide in turn 5? We are. And they make it stick. How? I have no idea. Oh, we got a crash. We got a crash. Couple cars off. No caution? No caution. DASCAR didn't throw it. Are we still 3 wide? No, we're not. But a bunch of stacking up going on back there due to that minor stack up in turn 5. Oh, somebody drove it wide. Look at Jesse Turner, the point leader. He has a little bit of wing damage. Not sure what that's from. Into the carousel, down the long straight. While Sakuli gets into Canada Corner. Sakuli has a challenger in Kelly Salvador. Her last lap was a 4:22.807, and Sakuli was a 4:22.879. So Salvador is faster by at least a 1/10 of a second a lap. And Salvador is catching him. Last lap for him was a 1:58.350 to a 1:58.202. So Salvador is faster, and Salvador is closing the gap. Down to 2/10 of a second as they go to 2. Who has the fastest lap though? It is the 41. Nowhere near the front though. Let's take it on board here with Salvador. Off into turn number 5. Let's see if we have any double fight. Yeah, we have many battles going on back in the pack. Oh, almost 3 wide. We saw that earlier in the race, and they make it through without any incident. Sakuli still running. Salvador. Dominguez. Bishop drives it wide. Into the kink. Johnston drove it wide. Eli Bride hit her next challenger. Pace car wants the camera time. In the Canada Corner. Sakuli not even touching the brakes. Sakuli didn't even touch the brakes as they went through Canada into 13. Sakuli still has Salvador breathing down his neck. We will check the lap time this time by, and now Salvador has her teammate Dominguez breathing down her neck. Sakuli coming to the start-finish line. A 156.363, that's his best lap. 156.807, 156.101. So Dominguez is faster than Sakuli and Salvador. But Dominguez is caught behind Salvador. Not sure if she's gonna make the move. No, she's not. But she is on that podium position. If this race were to go green the rest of the way, Dominguez will probably have that final podium spot. It'll be a Pony Motorsports 2-3 on the podium. And Pony Motorsports has never had a 1-2 podium. RJ Bishop still running in 4th. And something happened to Levi Shones. Something happened to Levi Shones. He is not even close to the tail end of the pack. Not sure if he's down any cylinders, but we will have to take a look. See what happened to Levi Shones. But Sakuli's still running his own little race. Let's give you a cockpit perspective, and that's what he sees. And then you look from the back, and that's what he sees. Kelly Salvador. There she is. You can see the top 2, top 3. They come off turn 14 and climb the hill. Got a pass trying to be made on Dominguez, but Dominguez will have nothing of it as they cross the stripe. Let's check lap time. A 156.212, 156.225, 157.051. So Sakuli was faster that time. He actually has his best lap at a 156.212. And the 14 is fastest, but nowhere in the top 3. Shown still in trouble. Off turn 5. Oh, we got a little bit of bunching up. Got a little bit of bunch up. The field has been almost split in 2 that time around. But no caution yet. Something is going on with Levi. He's not able to get out of 4th gear. Let's take it on board here and listen. Yeah, something doesn't sound right with that car. Something must be wrong. Don't know if he got into a incident, hit a car, or if a car hit him. But either way, that engine doesn't sound 100%. Sakuli, on the other hand, he is just riding the rail here at Road America. This will be a very big boost of confidence for that 33 team if they can get this win and go on into the Indianapolis 500 next week with a lot of momentum on their side. Salvador and Dominguez decided to lay low just for the time being. A 156.416, 156.576, and a 156.297. So Dominguez was faster that time by at least 0.2. But 0.2 a lap, and we're on lap 8 at 12, is not really going to be enough if we're running 3rd. if Salvador or Dominguez want to have a shot, something has to happen to that 33 car within the next 2 laps. But I don't see that happening. I don't really see that happening because Cooley brought this car over from Sonoma. This is his Sonoma car, and it's proving to be better than it was at the road course in Northern California. There's 4 laps to go, and still clean and green. Yeah, Shones will have another rotten day on the road course. So hopefully, when we reach our string of ovals, starting at Indy, ending at Michigan, he will have a better day. Because the road course swing, these 3 consecutive road courses, has not been kind to Levi Shones. Remember at Sonoma, he finished 35th. At Montreal, he crashed, and here at Road America, something has gone wrong with that car. On the other hand, Joshua Sakuli is just riding momentum. Hopefully, hopefully, I can keep those 2 Pony Motorsports drivers behind me and get this win, but we still got a lot of racing to go. About 4 laps. 156.442, 156.383, 156.317. Dominguez is faster again. Showing the 14 fastest of the fastest car on the racetrack, Tony Green. But he is nowhere near the front. Let's check his lap time. A 155.602. He's in 6th. So he's the fastest car on the racetrack, but the fastest of the 3 bunches here is Samantha Dominguez in the Volkswagen Dallara. So Dominguez has a little bit of competition to work with here. But maybe just saying, hey, this is the best I'll do, this is the best I got, I'll take the podium and move on to Indy. And these drivers all of these drivers want to win the Indianapolis 500 next week because they know what goes down over there. Kissing the bricks, wearing the wreath, drinking the milk, and having your face engraved on the Harlem trophy. But only one can win it. And only one can win here at Road America. And it could be Joshua Sakuli. 156.567, 156.049, 156.831. Salvador was faster by a whole 0.3 of a second. 0.3 of a second a lap, and you're running 0.2 of a second behind the leader. That can help. Remember, they do have their push to passes, so I don't think that Salvador would use it now. Probably waits the 2 laps to go, which is going to be next time around, or the white flag. But can't wait too long. Joshua Sakuli came into the series hoping that he can spark momentum within the first 5 races, and here we are, the 5th race of the season, and he is leading every single lap. So that will credit him with 5 extra bonus points for leading the most laps here at Road America, 10 of 12. Salvador starting to pull away from Dominguez, so I think Salvador is about ready to use that push to pass. And here we come into Canada corner. Sakuli. Oh, now here comes Dominguez. Sakuli has used a push to pass. So he has checked out. Now here comes Dominguez on Salvador. Salvador holds on. 156.012. 156.851. 156.467. Due to that push to pass, Sakuli was faster. And with Salvador, my goodness. Dominguez just chopped the nose of RJ Bishop's car. That could have been the race-ending caution right there. Speaking of caution, we have no caution, but something has happened with Lynch now. Lynch and Shones are in trouble. But that is holding nothing on Levi Shones' race. Nothing is going to rain on the parade of that 33 camp. They're going to ride momentum, possibly to victory lane, and on into our next race at Indianapolis. Yeah, look at that, just barely breathing the throttle through the kink. No, through the carousel, excuse me, through the carousel. Here comes the kink though, and not even lifting. Not even taking the foot off the throttle. Barely putting brake. Now here they come in the Canada corner. Well, they'll have to use the brakes. All the way down to gear 2, about 70 miles an hour. Then they'll start cresting up into 13A on the turn 14. And Joshua Sakuli is one lap away from his first win in the DASCAR Indycar Series, and he will give us our 5th different winner in 5 races. White flag for Joshua Sakuli. His first win is 14 turns away. 0.6 of a second. Looks to be closer than that, but we're going to focus on Joshua Sakuli. Sakuli leading all 12 laps, and the important one, the final lap. So Sakuli is going to give us our 5th different winner in 5 different races, and he's going to go on into Indianapolis with a lot of momentum on his side. Or does Salvador have anything to say? No. Salvador has not used any push to passes, so maybe she's saying I just throw in the towel. I'm waving the white flag. I'll take second and go on into Indy. Dominguez, if she can hold on, and she most likely will, she will be on the podium with Sakuli and Salvador. But all eyes rest on the 33 of Joshua Sakuli. Winless in the IndyCar Series, winless in the Nationwide Series. But all that is going to come to an end, and he is going to snap a 83 race winless drought. The 33 car, and that number 33 has broke a 500 plus race winless drought with Voiles, but now a 83 race drought with not having a checkered flag for him is over. Joshua Sakuli breaks the hex, and Joshua Sakuli is a winner in DASCAR. "83 races later, it has finally happened. Joshua Sakuli wins the Sargento Grand Prix of Road America. There's the rest of the field. So while they're crossing the line, we'll take a look at our unofficial results here. Waiting for the standings to become official. Blackman still waving the flag, so we have one more driver across the start-finish line. Then our results will be official. And here they come. Now the standings are official. Joshua Ciccoli, Kelly Salvador, and Samantha Dominguez, they're on the podium. RJ Bishop, Eli Bright, Tony Green, Betty Johnson, Henrietta Fitzwater, Chris Dodd, and Wade Brummer rounding out your top 10. And running out our running field is Levi Shones in 40 seconds. Something has definitely gone wrong with that car. No cars off, no cars one lap down, no cars out of the race due to incidents. We had one caution, but that was not even a game changer in the race. So that is going to wrap it up here from Road America. Now it's time to focus on the big race, the Indianapolis 500. For Emmanuel Harner, Daniel Voice, I'm Jamie Fetzer, for all of us here at the DASCAR Indycar Series, and for all of us here at the DASCAR Sport Network, NBCs, and the whole entire NBC DASCAR family. So long, everybody.